Alright, today I'll be showing you how to put together a coupler assembly and coupler body pack. So, first things first, you gotta run a cord strap through the closest end of the coupler assembly here, right, Pete? You showing it? So you take your cord strap, you run it through, and under. Now this is the buckle. When you're putting the buckle on, it's important that the tops of the buckles facing like this. Take your cord strap and you bend it like this. Take the buckle, run the cord strap through the buckle, and then loop it onto the buckle like that. So then you take the other side of the cord strap and then you loop it in the opposite direction, run it through your buckle, loop it through the top of the buckle, and there you have it. So once you've done that, you want to tension the cord strap a bit. Pull it all the way down. Get a little bit more tension. All right. Thank you, Brian. So then you're gonna take your cord strap and make sure your buckle has got enough distance where you can start tensioning it without the buckle going too close to the cutter, because then what happens is that it's going to end up cutting the cord strap and the cord strap is going to come apart. So make sure you got enough distance from the cutter and the cord strap, and then you start tensioning. So once you check that it's nice and tensioned, you cut it, slide it off like that. All right, so now your second cord strap goes on. Your second cord strap is gonna go on the next coupler over here through the hole, and you're gonna run it around the second coupler here, and it's gonna end up here. So I'll show you how to do that.
When we finish, how many straps are we going to have?
All together, for all 4 coupler assemblies in one bundle, you're going to have a total of 9 cord straps. Could you pass me a buckle, Brian?
Buckle?
Yep.
So there'll be 4 straps on each pair?
Yeah, that's going to be 4 straps on each pair, and then the final strap is going to go through over the top. And I'm going to explain to you a very important step that I think I missed out on telling you guys. And it's step number 1. So again, it's the same process. You take your buckle and you loop your buckle through. Same thing. Cord strap in the opposite direction. Run your cord strap through the buckle. Loop it around the top of the cord strap. And there you have it. And then you tension. Now, like I was saying before, step number 1 is when you have all your loose couplers and you're assembling all your couplers together, the main thing you have to have is, before you place them onto the skid, come down here and show them, Peter. There's a board that's going to sit in the middle of the 4 coupler bodies. Now this board is real important, because if you don't put this board here, eventually you have to run a cord strap around the 4, and if there's not a board here, then it's not gonna create the proper tension. So you have to have a board here and a board on top. So this is step number one. When you're placing all these coupler assemblies together, this board must be here, and you got to leave enough space in between so you can run your cord strap around them. So what I did was I used 2 boards. I mean, you guys can use whatever you want to hold these upright, but that's how I did it. All right, so this is super important, don't forget.
And you forgot about how the coupler bodies have to be touching.
Right, and when you put the coupler assemblies together, the coupler bodies, whichever you're working on, the butt of the coupler has to be pressed up against the flat surface where this clip goes. So if you can see here, there's a flat surface here, and then you have the butt of the coupler and then the other end of the coupler. So these always have to be touching. So I'm going to continue the tension here. You gave me a lot of cord strap, Brian.
I thought you were doing the outside one.
Now there's not really a particular order in which you have to do them. You could do them in and out, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so make sure that's close to the end of the coupler body. And you take your tensioner and your cutter again. Make sure it's got enough distance. Like so. And you run your cord strap through the cutter, just like that, and you start the tensioning it. Okay. All right, Brian, can you pass me another cord strap? Thank you. All right, so for this third cord strap, you're gonna, hey, Peter. So you see here, the cord strap is gonna run through the hole, and it's gonna come under the coupler body and around. So it's gonna, these boards that go at the end, when you place the board, make sure the board is all the way shifted over, because the coupler, the cord strap has to go around the board, okay? Same process again. It's always going to be the same for the buckle, all right, guys? Some good tension there. Thank you, Brian. All right, so you put your tensioner once again as far away from the buckle as you can. Same process. And you start tensioning. That's good right there. It's pretty tight. And you just slide out the tensioner, and that's it right there. All right, so now we're gonna put the last strap for the pair. So the last strap is just like the strap we did here, except in the opposite direction. So you're gonna once again run it through the hole. Bring it around. Brian, can you pass me the buckle? Alright, since we're doing this side, you just want to double check your board, and you want to make sure that the board is all the way at the edge of that coupler there, because if you look here, there's a groove in the coupler, right? And then if you look on this one over here, there's nothing. So you want to push it over there to the groove.
So the corners stick out in opposite direction.
Yeah, exactly. So when you run your cord strap, it grips the board there. Once again, your tension. And there you have it. So now we're going to take a brief pause, because I'm going to do the same exact process that we did over here on these two couplers over here. I don't want to have to go through the entire process again. Maybe you guys are short on time, so we're going to make this short and sweet. So it's going to be the same thing on this side. All right, guys? Be right back.
Thanks, Rachel Ray.
All right, so this is going to be the last and final step for completing the coupler assembly. So you're going to take the board, put it on top. All right, I'm going to put the board on the bottom. That one board I told you guys about earlier. Cord strap Brian on the other side. So then I'm going to run the cord strap to my partner Brian over here. He's going to grab it on the other side. So you want to take that cord strap, you want to keep it right over the board, and in the end it's going to be something like that, right? By now you guys should know how to use a buckle. That's what I mean. Just hold it there for me, Brian. Starts the tension. Should be good enough. Take your tensioner, make sure the bottom is good, check the bottom of the hood down.
Perfect.
All right. And you just start to crank over. And you cut. And that's it right there. So give them a nice tour of the fully assembled coupler. So as we said before, there should be a total of 9 cord straps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's it. It's fully assembled. Until next time.